What's going on, guys? Atsu here, and today I wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about something very important to myself and something very important to a lot of people in this community and something very important to a lot of people that I hope are watching this video. And this is obviously going to be covering the battle on racial injustice and racial discrimination following the tragic murder of George Floyd at the hands of police. Now, I appreciate people don't want to see political commentary on my YouTube channel, but as a channel that focuses on One Piece Treasure Cruise, and specifically One Piece is where the main course or the main core of this channel lies, I think the one thing we all understand and we should have all taken from One Piece is the message that discrimination is never ever good. Nothing good comes from discrimination, let alone racial discrimination. You look at NES Lobby, you look at Dressrosa, you look at the world government, you look at Fishman Island, all of those stories are political commentaries and critiques of society, and I think the overall message is that diversity is the way forward. And I truly believe that people watching this video, at the very least those subscribed to this channel, believe that as well, because otherwise, why on earth would you be watching someone who refers to himself as Asian guy? As you can imagine, as an Asian person in the UK, I have lived here essentially all my life. I have unfortunately had my fair share of racial discrimination, but this is only a fraction of the pain that Black Americans and Black people across this planet live with to this day. Now, I cannot speak for Black people. I'm not a Black person. I will never be able to live the experience of a Black person, nor an American citizen. But what I can tell you is that Black lives do matter. And I do not want to hear this rhetoric. I do not want to hear this pushback of all lives matter or what ifs, what about, you didn't talk about this or that when this or that happened. Because if all lives matter, then Black lives matter. For all lives to matter, Black lives need to matter first. This is something very important, and this message, unfortunately, is getting lost with all the chaos going around today. All people want to see is equality. It's not a competition, it's not a contest or a sport of who is suffering the most, who is getting oppressed the most. Yet some people think this is what it's about. And it absolutely blows my mind that anyone thinks anybody on this planet wants to be victimized, wants to be the victim of any kind of discrimination or oppression. All people want to see is equality. This is the same for all kinds of discrimination, be it racial or gender discrimination. You just want to see the marginalized communities elevated to the same level as the non-marginalized. Absolutely nobody is born into this world hating someone else for the color of their skin, or their gender, or their cultural background, or the way they talk. That ignorance is learned. That ignorance is taught and it's spread through the environment, through a toxic environment that has been built upon so much discrimination, so much oppression over the past centuries upon centuries upon centuries. We need to change the environment. And the way we change the environment is not by staying silent. Staying silent is being complicit to the behavior that's going on. While you may not be directly encouraging it, you're facilitating it. So the more you speak out against it, the more that behavior will slowly dwindle away. It's a long fight, guys, and it's not something that we can fix like that. I wish it was something we really could fix like that. Now, I know it's very easy to look away from all of this, turn a blind eye and sweep it under the rug and just flat out ignore it, but I really hope this mentality changes. I would love to live in a world where I can go outside, where other minority groups can go outside, without getting funny looks, for some groups without having to fear going outside, fear arrest, fear brutality because of the way they look, because of something they couldn't control in the way they were born into this world. It's not a problem they started, and it's not a problem they can end alone. This requires the help of absolutely everybody, privileged and unprivileged, to fight against this one common cause, against racial injustice. And I really do hope people do this not out of a trend, not because it's opportunistic, but because they truly love and care for other people of different colors, of different races, of different cultural backgrounds, of different genders, of different beliefs to them, just out of the kindness of their heart. And I know for a fact that my audience, I have the best audience by far, second to none in the One Piece Treasure Cruise community. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And please speak up when you feel the need to.